When you start to set limits on what you will and will not tolerate, you will only get two things. Those who respect you will do so, and those who don't will leave you. Either way, they are good for you. Hi everyone, Leon here. Welcome back to my channel, the best place to learn more in less time. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some ways on how to handle disrespect in a marriage or a relationship. Disrespect comes in different forms and some might be more obvious than others. If you've missed my video last week, check this video out on some of the signs of disrespect. For those who have watched that, you will know that disrespect tends to come from self-centered rather than being malicious in nature. Although that might happen too, but it's usually more of the case of the former. It happens probably because nobody have told them their behavior was a disrespectful behavior before. Let us take a look at some of the common ways we use to handle disrespect, which may work to some extent, but it does not really solve the issue. I feel you don't respect my opinion at all. I cannot live with such behavior anymore. Let's call it quits. The first one is to end the relationship or threaten to end it. This is a sad and unhelpful way of resolving the issue. Relationships should be a place where problems are handled together when they arise instead of ending it when they happen. Relationship is a place where meaningful, enriching, and fulfilling experiences are found when we learn to deal with things together. And this is how we grow our bond stronger and closer. The second commonly used method is to comply and let it be. This may seem to work temporarily, but it does not solve the root issue. And it can even make things worse in the future. This is because you have already given your partner the impression that what he or she is doing to you is acceptable to you. You have already given him the impression that their disrespectful behavior has no consequences. Another commonly used method is an eye for an eye. Ah yes, you know that time I like your humor so much. Yeah. This is to let your partner know how it feels like to be in your shoe. However, it is an immature way of doing things. And the result of this is usually resentment from either partner, which eventually will not help in any way to resolve the issue. The final commonly used method I want to share with you is complaining without consequences. Can you stop making fun of me in public? I've told you so many times and yet you still do it again. When you complain without consequences, your partner will just treat it like it's any other complaints because they have nothing to lose. However, when you start to attach consequences to it, for example, like moving out for a few days if you do this again, or not talking to you for a few days, and you actually do it, then they will start to take your complaints more seriously. So, what can we do to handle disrespect in a more effective way? Can we talk about it? As I shared earlier, disrespect usually comes from being self-centered. It's a character issue. Therefore, if you don't address this early on, it will persist. Time will not resolve character issues if they don't know about it. So, take the time to let your partner know how you feel about certain of his behaviors or thoughts that is bothering you. And then see how both of you can solve this issue together. Another way is to say no to things you're uncomfortable with and see what happens. A partner who is respectful will either listen to you or negotiate or compromise on certain of their behaviors. And because it's a character issue, it will take time to resolve. Therefore, give it some time. However, when a partner that does not respect you at all, he or she will find ways to turn your no into a yes. The third way is to address the disrespect as the problem. don't just straight away assume that your partner has malicious intent. As I shared earlier, disrespect usually comes from being self-centered and unaware. Therefore, let him or her know the specific actions that he did to make you feel hurt or disconnected. Chances are nobody has told him that before, and that's why he doesn't know that this behavior is a disrespectful behavior. And if he values this relationship, he will at least do things to work things out. The fourth way is to own your part. Sometimes when you're being disrespected, you could be doing things like not saying anything about it, or you could be sending out mixed signals. Remember, you allow what you tolerate. And this is something that you have total control over. How and what you communicate with your partner sends a signal to them on how they will treat you. When you start to set limits on what you will and will not tolerate, you will only get two things. Those who respect you will do so, and those who don't will leave you. Either way, they are good for you. These are 4 ways in which you can handle disrespect in a more effective manner in your relationship and marriage. When you set standards and communicate clearly to your partner about your intent to build a better relationship, a partner who respects you will value your standards and raise theirs as well. This will not only positively affect your relationship, but your family and people around you. If you want to create a loving and long-lasting relationship, check out my relationship care guide, which you can download for free in the description below. If you found value in this video, like and comment to let me know. And thank you for watching as always. Wish you well and see you in the next video.